And again, I do greatly appreciate you guys all star sixing. That is fantastic. Okay, now then, real quick, we did have one question that came in from Linda, and Linda was asking about where she could find cruises to take on short notice, like 30 to 60 days out as opposed to 90 days. Depending on what vendor you are working with, some of the vendors on our 90-day will, for a premium, an extra cost, they will allow you to do a sooner cruise, but it will be at an additional fee. Each vendor, again, has their own criteria for that. Also, you do have the cruise card. If you send off for your cards, you do have the cruise card, and there's options on the back of those that they may be able to help you with a last minute cruise. So hope that helps you out, Linda. And with that, we are going to go ahead and get started on our training that we were wanting to do today in regards to our certs. And I can't wait to show you guys the new cert page. It is absolutely fantastic. You're going to love the new additions, love the new filters. Yes, there's a learning curve, but I promise it's not difficult. So let's get started. Let me go ahead and show my screen. And I think most of you are familiar with the card that we have. We have several, the dining, the recreation, the hotel, the ski card. If you flip it over, go to the website that is on the back of your card. This is the site you will see. Now, make sure where our name is, there's sign in. You sign in. If you are brand new and just got your cards, or, and this is very important for those of you who renew your cards, when you get your new cards, it will have a new number. You need to re-register, or if it's your first time, you need to register, which there's normally a sign in and register, so you can sign in or register if it's your first time going to the website with your new card, whether it be a new card because you're a brand new member and or a new card because you're renewing. You need to go to register first, put in your email, you make up a password, and that will be your login each time into your website. If you are renewing your cards, you may use the same email and password as you did last time. All you have to do is make sure you put in the 5-digit code on your new card or from your new card. Okay. It is asking for the card on the front of where you got the website from, not your Coastal ID number. Your Coastal ID number is 6 digits. They're wanting the 5-digit number that corresponds with this website, which is on the front of that card that you got the website off of. Okay, so I hope that helps. Now then, when we are going to our certs page, we're going to go down to condos and resorts. And we are going to, here's a tip. If some of you may be as lucky as I am, and my search page always ends up at the bottom of the very last page. When Mike does it on his computer, he's lucky. It comes up 2 or 3. I'm never that lucky. So I come up here next to, right underneath view cart, and I'm trying to be real specific, so if somebody is not watching this on the webinar, they can follow along with me. Right underneath view cart is per page. You can click that and choose C20, C40, or C80. I always do 80. It's easier that way. And then we can scroll all the way down to the certs, and I just remembered something else I was going to mention to you guys. Make sure when you start out, you go to anywhere or whatever location you're wanting. You can be as specific or as general as you want. I usually have it as anywhere unless I am looking for a specific location. And then I'm going to scroll down here to our resorts, or to our certs, and our RVC certs. And then what it is, and I'm going to reiterate this a couple of times, when you click on Redeem Now, okay, whether it be for call or online, you will see your promo code. Okay, I'm going to show you that here momentarily. Right now, some of us are having glitches, and if you click on Redeem Now, you're going to see a flag that says cannot redeem, call member services. Hopefully that's in the process of being fixed as we speak, so that's why I'm not clicking Redeem Now, because you'll see a flag. So if you are seeing the flag, please call into Access to let them know that it is a problem on yours also, or you can get a hold of us and we will let them know also. So when you do click Redeem Now, under the online, on the call, it's just a phone number and the access code, okay, or the promo code. When you click on the online, you are going to see, give me just a moment. And my computer froze on me. There we go. On and off. Okay, when you go to, when we click on the redeem, it will show this, and yes, I'm turning my screen on and off, so at times you're not going to see what I'm showing. It's going to say redeem online. Click here to set up the RVC account. This ensures that RVC can track the certificate you purchased in case you lost the actual cert, etc., etc. Select the Purchase Certs tab, which I'm going to walk you through, and then enter the promo code, and I blacked it out because I know there are people that do not have their cards yet. So the promo code, and that will give you our discounted rate. Okay, so make sure that you start reading, because I don't know about you guys, but I'm really good at, make sure you press *6, please, to mute out your line. We've got some background beeps going on. And dogs barking. And I'm going to bring my screen back. So make sure you do read the instructions, because if you're like me, you hit online redeem now, click here, and you're gone. You have to, the way they have it set up now, which I'll show you here momentarily, you will need to punch in the promo code yourself. It will not automatically populate into the new website. Okay, so again, you need to know what that code is. Okay, you can't just click here and think that they're going to automatically fill in your promo code. It's not going to work. You have to actually type it in now. Okay, so let me switch over. When you hit redeem now, it is going to come up with this, which is the brand new cert site. And you guys should be seeing my screen now. Now then, this is the brand new RVC website. You will see here that it says explore, purchase, and redeem. Okay. If you are going to do anything other than just to look around, to explore what options we have available, okay, like we used to do, you can still get in. If you're going to do anything but that, if you're going to purchase a cert or redeem a cert, before it will let you go anywhere, you have to log in. Okay, to log in, you must first create an account, which is all right here at the top right-hand side of the page. Okay, so your first time when you come into the certificate page, if you're going to explore, you can explore all you want. But just know that to purchase or redeem, you need to create an account, which is up here at the top. All you have to do is create an account. You click on Create Account, and you're going to fill in the information. It's asking for your email address. Confirm your email address, okay, which is self-sufficient, self-explanatory. Then you need to choose a password. This has nothing to do with Coastal, nothing to do with Access logons. This is totally up to you. If you want it to be the same as your Access password, that's fine. If you want to come up with a new password, that's fine too, which you'll probably have to come up with a new one unless you're really good at using special characters on all of your passwords. It has to be 8 characters long. Again, read the instructions. 8 characters long, contain upper and lowercase numbers, and at least one special character, example, the caret, the exclamation, @ sign, etc. Okay, so it's going to be 8 characters, uppercase, lowercase numbers, and at least one special character. Okay, then on the right-hand side, it's asking for your name, your billing address, city, state, which has to do with your credit card information. Okay, you don't have to put your credit card information in other than what's the billing address, billing city, state, zip code, country. That way, and the phone number associated with it. Okay, and that'll make the filling out the form later on easier. Then you agree that we can contact you for special offers, promos, updates if you wish, and then complete the registration. Okay. Then the next time you can just easily go into the login page and log in. Which there's a spot to create an account there also. And then you just type in your email address, your password, and log in, and you're good. Okay, self-explanatory. So that's the one big difference, okay, between the old site and the new site. You have to be logged in to purchase or redeem, but it's going to make it a lot nicer because they can track and help you out as far as where you, if you lose your certs, they can, there's back office here that you can reprint your certificates. Yeah, easy for me to talk today. Certificates, they can track and follow and help you out. Okay. So and there's more reading down below, and it explains what the certs really are that you can look at your own time. But I want you to check out what's going on with the new site. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on Explore, and there's a flag that pops up. So I'm going to shut my screen share off for a moment, and I'm going to go to Explore Resorts, and all I did, and then you just click on Preview Resorts, which is on the flag that pops up. and you will see the new certs page. It is absolutely fantastic. You should be seeing it now. They even have featured vacations. So if you're in the need of inspiration and where to go, it'll even give you a couple of options. Okay. Now then, you're going, oh my gosh, this totally looks different. Help, I'm in trouble. No, it's very easy to get around once you figure out, once you see how it is. It's going to be real simple and you're going to love it. Okay, let's do something real simple. Let's start off with, we're going to start by going to select a destination. You will see the countries listed here. You can either choose a destination, or you can choose dates, or you can do both. Okay, so let's just start off with going to the US, and let's say we want to go to Florida, and I'm picking Florida because it has what I want to show you. Okay, we're going to click Florida, and if you've been playing around, you've probably noticed you can click multiple locations. Okay, so let's say we're wanting to do the Gulf Coast. Okay, I don't care if I go to Tampa or if I go to Naples, Fort Myers. And if you guys have been playing around with this, you know you can't check multiples at a time. You click one and then it'll refresh, and then you can click another one and it'll refresh, and click another one and it'll refresh. We've already been talking with this vendor, and they are working at looking into possibly doing like a select all or select, several and then click OK or whatever. So hopefully that will be updated here soon. Okay, let's just try Naples and Tampa, and I was thinking there was another one I was going to do. Captiva and Sanibel. We had a question come in about Captiva and Sanibel, so we'll do Captiva and Sanibel. Then we're going to X out, and remember, I left the dates open. Okay, so in the next year, these are my options for those beach locations. Okay, so what I'm going to do right now is I want to show you guys that upgrade accommodations, okay, are just like the upgrade tab that we used to have that said, for an additional fee on top of your $300 certificate, you have to pay an additional $655, $1252, or whatever. Okay, that's in addition to your cert. Now, if you don't want those, looky here, they're giving us filters. Okay, top right hand corner, it's select destinations, which we did. Select travel dates, we left blank, and then more filters. Okay, the more filters, you click the plus sign and you can choose. I only want to see the ones with no additional charge, or I only want to see the ones with upgrade, or I want to see both. Okay, you can even decide what kind of accommodations do you want, and it will blank out what is not available. So you don't have to waste your time anymore. If you're wanting a 4-bedroom, you can go to the filters, do accommodations, and none of these have a 3-bedroom or a 4-bedroom available. They're all hotel, studio, 1-bedroom, or 2-bedroom. Okay. And then you just check on it, and it'll do your search so that only one bedroom units are showing. I'm going to take that filter off. And then it also shows the rating. So here's what I like about the new site. Those of you who have been around a while and seen me do trainings before know that I love TripAdvisor. It's a review site. Okay. I always had to go to TripAdvisor on a separate web page to find out what TripAdvisor was saying. TripAdvisor is now part of the search page. Okay. So to me, that is awesome. I love it. So now I don't have to do multiple pages, and I'll show you how we do that here in a little bit. We also have the options. So if you want elevator, or you need an elevator, you can't walk up and down the steps, or you need a full kitchen or partial kitchen, you don't care kitchen, you can get as specific on these as you want. And that's before you even start looking. You don't have to go to each individual property and say, oh, shoot, they don't have a full kitchen, or shoot, they don't have, the swimming pool I want, which is the next section here. Shows all kinds of resort amenities, the arcade, the ATM banking, business center, concierge, all that stuff. And then the last one is resort activities. So is there's something really specific that you're looking to do at the resort, you can pick and choose from those if you want. You don't have to do any of the filters. Okay, so I think this is really awesome. I love this. So that is under the more filters, and you can X out. Okay, so let's go back in, and I am going to take my check marks off here because I want to take you guys to Orlando. Okay, let's go to Orlando. And that was dumb because I could have just hit cleared and it would have cleared everything. Now I'm still getting used to this. So we are going to go to Orlando, and I am going to choose specific. Right now it's showing me everything that's available. I'm going to choose specific dates, and I'm going to say, let's go in May because the flower show at Epcot's going on. And so I want to check out the flower show. And so we're going to pick May 5th through May 19th. Okay, because I have a little flexibility. We'll just see. No, not really going, but would like to, but May is major fishing month, so that's not going to work. So there are, for Orlando, Florida, during the 2 weeks that I mentioned in May, and I'm not going to choose any filters, there are 27 resorts located. Okay. Now, at the bottom of the page, and I'm not sure if this one will show, and I hope I'm not making you guys dizzy. Yes, it does. It says showing 20 of 27 resorts. View more. I've noticed that it's single page add-ons. So sometimes there's more than just one, so you may have to do that several times. And with that, let's go back to the top here so I can show you. Now, the top one, this Bella Piazza, says upgrade accommodations starting at $710. So during those 2 weeks, it's going to cost me an extra $710 on top of my $300 cert, or if I got it on special earlier in the month for $219. In addition to that, okay, in addition to my certificate price, it's going to cost me an additional $710. Okay. The ones that say no charge, it's just your certificate, your $300, you already paid for it, no other charges on those, okay? Holiday Inn, unless it says so on the page, okay? So you see we've got a bunch of them at no charge. and I am going to, so that you can see what the new pages look like, because they are absolutely fantastic. Mike and I know several others, have stayed at Star Island. So you can either click on the picture or click View This Resort. It's going to take you to the same page. Okay. You'll see the TripAdvisor ratings are right here. Okay. You can see the reviews. When we go to the next page, I'll show you the reviews. Let's go ahead and click. And like I said, picture will take us to the same place. Okay. So Star Island. It shows you the TripAdvisor rating. It tells you no charge accommodations available. Then here's what I like. The little bitty tabs that used to be at the top are now nice and big. And it says photo gallery, availability, location, reviews, resort information, current resort news. So if you're just wanting to know availability, you can click availability and it'll take you right down to availability. If you want to go to the photo gallery, look at the photos. I love what they've done with the photos. They're nice and big now. That tub is as nice as it looks. Soaked in one of those. The pool is absolutely beautiful. And the pond. And yes, this is all at the resort. And they have, excuse me, they actually show you what some of the condos look like. Okay. And it was the 3-bedroom, 2-bedroom. Well, this is two 1-bedrooms. And this was the one we had. It had a beautiful foyer, kitchen, table, living area, balcony. Ours was first floor, so it was a patio. And bedroom had bed, wonderful dresser, a closet, shower, the garden tub that you saw in the pictures. It was absolutely beautiful. And these pictures do not do it justice. There we go. There's some of the outside ones. That's what I was wanting to show you. It's absolutely beautiful. Okay, so let's go down to availability. So we can be more specific now and decide our travel dates, or we can just scroll down and see what dates are available. Now, they're not doing like shortcuts anymore. It's a 1-bedroom, sleeps 4, partial kitchen. Okay, the May 7th is 1-bedroom, sleeps 4, full kitchen. Partial kitchens, full kitchens, whatever we want. Okay. Now then, if you're wanting, this one is all no charge, so you're not going to see much. But you can also do those filters here. So if it's a long list of no charge and upgrades, and you only want the ones with no additional charge, you can click that. If you're only wanting a 2-bedroom, you can click that. If it's not showing, you know there's no 2 bedrooms available. And then options of a full or a partial kitchen. So let's say I'm only interested in a full kitchen. So it's going to show me what is available with a full kitchen. Okay. Location, the maps are huge. We can scroll in and out and not have to go to another page. This one also happens to show the Wyndham Cypress. Sometimes we have places there, the Legacy, we have condos there. Okay, so it's absolutely fantastic. This little guy, if you've never played with the little yellow guy, you can put him over here and it will show you a satellite view of, in this case, the entrance to, and I gotta figure out which way I'm going here, the entrance to Star Island. I had to get turned around because I was coming out. And it may not let me go back any farther. Oh, it's letting me back a little bit at least. So this is the garden, the view that you see when you pull into Star Island. That's the welcome sign. So that's as far as it's going to let me go. Now, here are the reviews for TripAdvisor. It says see all down below. It gives you a sample of them, and then it also says see all 2091 TripAdvisor reviews. So if you would like to see all of them, you can click there and see what everybody has to say. Okay, but here these are just excellent choice, fun in the sun, and it gives you a little bit what each of those said. Now, if you remember, we used to have the resort information as like resort amenities, and it was real small, and resort dining, and the activities and all of that. They've made it so it's legible and easy to read. Resort information, they each have their own box. Resort amenities, resort and dining, the activities, the accessibility, unit info, airport info, check-in information, and then the resort news as far as like mandatory fees. In this case, there's a security deposit of $200, housekeeping fees, policy restrictions, all that stuff is right there. And then they also give you more choices. So if you want to be in the area, but you're not so sure about that particular location, on some of them, they give you a little extra tease of other places you can go. Okay. Now here's this thing that I like, and our other one had it too, but right above the word Star Island, you'll see home, search resorts, Orlando area and Star Island. If you click on, we're at Star Island, if you click the one right before that, it will take you straight back to your Orlando search, and you don't have to type anything in again. So you can go straight to somewhere else. Okay. So these, I was wanting to show you. Okay, let's say this, I'm trying to get one that we haven't looked at before. Okay, and I believe that it took off our dates, so that's okay. We're going to see what Star Island has without any dates being chosen. Nope, yep. So there's our no charges, and I was going to show you, there's what the charges look like. Okay, so we can stay pretty much all the way through June 18th for no additional charge. However, after that, or at least to some degree, there is an additional charge for 2 bedrooms, but that's because it's during peak season. Okay. So if we only wanted to see the ones that had no charge, we just go to more filters, click on no additional charge, and there's the dates that we can stay for no additional charge through, well, I guess through June 18th we can stay at no additional charge. Okay. And again, you can select your dates from right there if you wish. So here's what, we go into search resorts. Everybody always says, well, how many places can we really stay? Okay. Well, okay, it cleared out our search, because if it hadn't cleared the search, it'd say clear here. So let's pick, I don't know, when do we want to go? For some reason I'm stuck on May. I think that's because it's such a hectic week. Or hectic month for us. How about May 5th through the May 12th? Okay, that week. There are now worldwide, because we did not select a destination, worldwide there are 767 resorts available. Worldwide. Okay. Now, we can filter that to ones that only have no charge or an upgrade fee, whatever we want. Again, the ones that say upgrade accommodations, it's going to be an extra cost. The no charge, it's just the cost of your certificate. Ones that say, which I was trying to find one without making you guys totally dizzy. Ones that say them both, like I showed you earlier. When it says no charge accommodations available and upgrade accommodations available, there are both available. Okay? So that way you know there are upgrades, there are no charge, so you can always, and that's not even an all-inclusive, I love it. So you can always filter out if you just want the ones with no charge. Let's see what that does. That dropped it down to 339 resorts have no charge. Now, some of them may show still the upgrade, but that's because of the fact that they also have the no charge listed. Okay. So, like I said, there are tons of stuff that we can do, and it is fun. The one thing I like to do, and that I like to tell people, is just go and explore and play with it. Get your cards out and play, okay? Even if you're not going anywhere, where would you like to go? I bet Helena would like to go somewhere with being buried in all that snow. Helena, unmute yourself for a moment. If Helena's on. Helena, are you on? Go ahead and star 6 if you're... Well, I guess Helena's not on today. Okay. I was hoping she'd be on because I know she's been snowed in, and I thought I'd let her have a pick of somewhere where she'd like to go. Now, one thing I would like to show you guys is, remember we just picked dates, we didn't pick location? If we're curious about where all's available, it has automatically grayed out the places that are not available during that time. So during that 2 weeks, or that week I chose, there's nowhere in Alabama, there's nowhere in Connecticut, there's nowhere in Delaware, and that's the US, because I had it open. How about Canada? And why it does a double in Canada, I don't know. Eastern and Western in Canada are available. About the Caribbean, other areas. The Bahamas have availability, Dominican, so we could even go in and just click on those if we wanted, and it would show us what was available in the Bahamas. So let's click on there and see. And close out of that. And there is the locations that we could go during that week I chose for no additional money except for the $300 for the certs. All right, so with that in mind, there are also, forgot to show you, you could also click on, there's list and map right above those, all those locations. So if you wanted a certain place on the island or a certain place in Florida, like in Orlando, you wanted to be closer to Universal or closer to Disney, you could do that by just clicking on the map, and then you see what area you're going to be at. And yes, Bahamas probably wasn't the best one to do that with, because of the fact of it all being right there together. So that gives you another something to explore. So with that in mind, does anyone have a question or want me to run over something again as far as, okay, you weren't quite sure what I did, or you wanted, maybe you want to check out a certain week or look at a certain destination. Anybody have feedback of what the new site looks like? Don't forget, you'll have to hit *6 to unmute yourselves. Did I lose everybody? Okay, do I have everybody closed out? Didn't think I'd...
Peggy, it's
Oh.
Winky. We can hear you.
Oh, okay. Everybody was so quiet. I'm like, uh-oh.
No, you're doing a great job. It's so thorough with everything. Probably everybody, don't have a lot of questions. I appreciate you going through this. It really helps.
And who was this again?
It's Winky.
Oh, hi, Winky. Hi, Winky. Sorry about that. I was trying to hear you and keep my headset on. It wasn't working.
Yeah, we met at Orlando.
Yes, I remember. We had, yes. I can't believe it's almost been a year. Ah!
I know.
So what do you think of the new site? Because I know you enjoyed the old site, and I know you went to it a lot. What do you think of the updates?
Well, honestly, at first I was thinking, oh, man, this is more work. But once I got in there, I'm like, it's pretty nice. It really does. I've had a lot of my team say that they really like it. They think it looks more professional and a lot more helpful. So I do like it.
Yeah, I was going to say I loved it. At first I was like, holy dino, what in the world? But no, I love it. And like I said, I put my feedback in to be able to do like select all for Florida or to do multiple check marks instead of each check mark having to reload the page. So I hope they're going to do that because that would be a time saver too. And I love the filters. Those are
that's nice.
Those are awesome. So yes.
You did a great job. I'm thinking all the people out there that's probably with you was very thorough, and I know it. Anybody that's done this, it's really helped them.
I know what the problem is, Winky. They all jumped off or tabbed onto another page and are all going and finding their own vacations.
That's probably right. Because let me tell you, that's the mode I'm in, and I think everybody around me were ready to vacation. I love it.
I was going to say that's what it is. Everybody's trying to figure out the new site and going and enjoying themselves. So that's great. I love it. That's what I enjoy doing. When we're stuck in Missouri and Ohio and the snow's a blowing, but we haven't had the snow blowing here of late, except this weekend. It's supposed to, I don't know about Missouri, but Ohio is supposed to get back in the 30s. We've been in the 70s. It's crazy weather. But yes.
It is crazy. Today in Missouri, we're supposed to have a record high 70. It's been beautiful.
Oh, wow. That is absolutely fantastic. And if you haven't looked, and in fact, I will do it right now because it is like totally unbelievable. And I know your team loves this. I don't know if you've had the chance to go and explore your neck of the woods. And I probably shouldn't show you this because of however, Branson, and I have a feeling I gotta go in and clear my dates. Nope, I already did. Okay. Look at Branson. I don't know if you've played with Branson or not.
Yep. Yeah, that's great.
I mean,
I have seen it. It's like,
there is.
There's a lot of condos.
Oh, I know. And I mean, granted, I have taken the dates out. This is just, in the future. But I mean, I could not get over, and there was a lot of them that I've never seen before as far as that was on here. So it is absolutely awesome. Can't wait. And I had spoke with, I had teased Laura in Canada earlier today, and she is, of course, from Canada, and she was loving. There is 4 and 5 bedroom condos for Western Canada that she said we never had that availability, let alone the 4 and 5. Granted, there are upgrade fees, but for 5 bedroom, which would be like 5 couples, each couple only spends $118 or $180 for the week.
Can't beat that, huh?
I don't think so. And they were gorgeous locations too. It was beautiful. So, but yes. So hopefully everybody is off of the webinar or tabbed into another area, and they are, I forgot to clear Missouri. Oh, I forgot to clear Branson. And they're all enjoying their trips that they are planning.
Hi, can you hear me?
Yes, who's that?
It's Wendy from Indy. I just
Hey,
wanted
Wendy.
to share one of my favorite things about the new site.
Oh, sure, chime in. I'm just showing everybody Western Canada while we're at it.
Okay. Well, I'm not actually on the webinar, but I've been listening to the entire call, and you did a wonderful, wonderful job. But I just wanted to chime in on what I thought was the most beneficial for me. Not only all the new techniques that you went through a whole bunch, and everything is so new and exciting. But what was a great offer, what helped me out a lot with this new site thing is when you order them, like if you order in a bulk order, before when you ordered bulk, you had to find a way to send the certificates off to whoever, you were gifting them to separately,
Right.
You didn't get the thank you letter, individual thank you letters and stuff like that. The way they have it set up now, I ordered 10 different certificates, and each one of them are individual, even when you buy them in bulk, because I bought them separate and in bulk just to see how it would work.
Right.
Because I wanted to be able to send them off individually. So when I bought it in bulk, they still separated each and every one of them. And then when you get time, when you want to gift one, then you just put their information in there, and then they automatically send them the thank you card or congratulation card or whatever card you want them to have. And they start receiving their emails and getting their confirmation on their vacation. And I think that to me is just so much. It's awesome because I don't have to take that extra step of creation.
Right. Yeah, there's a lot that is in that back office, and again, it's new. It's a new site. It's a new, some of you have figured out that there was glitches the last week with the promotion code going in and all of that. And so we're still working on fixes and glitches, and with any new website, you know how it is. Technology is great when it's working, but till we get all the I's dotted and T's crossed, sometimes there can be a little snafu here and there. So just keep that in mind. But yeah, it's awesome in that back office. There's so much back there as far as, keeping track of all your trips and which trip is which, and it is awesome. I love it. So yeah, thank you for mentioning that, because I didn't even realize that one. So yeah, there's so much. And I love the filters. I think the filters and the TripAdvisor ratings ranks right up there for me, because I was always a TripAdvisor person. And having the filters there was absolutely fantastic. And now that you mentioned about purchasing, I don't want to go in to purchase one because of the fact that of course, the only way you get there is by having an account. And having the account, it automatically populates all of that into, which I also like, You don't have to punch in your information every time, which is wonderful. But it populates all that information when you get to that page, so I don't want to